Imagine you're on the Titanic. The year is 1912. The ship is a floating city, a microcosm of society, starkly divided by invisible, yet unbreakable lines of class. Up on the first-class decks, you have the creme de la creme of society. Astors, Guggenheims, Strausses, they live in a world of unimaginable luxury surrounded by gilded corridors, palm courts, and grand staircases. Their days are filled with formal dinners, string quartets, and polite, carefully curated conversations about business, politics, and who's marrying whom. This was a world governed by strict etiquette, where every move was watched, every word weighed. A world where your birthright determined your destiny. Now, let's travel down deep into the belly of the ship to the third class or steerage. Here, it's a completely different universe. The air is thick with the sounds of 100 different languages, the smell of shared meals, and the vibrant energy of hope. These aren't aristocrats, they're immigrants, families, and dreamers from Ireland, Scandinavia, and Eastern Europe, all chasing a new life in America. Their quarters are simple, crowded, and basic. But what they lack in luxury, they make up for in spirit. There's music, real, lively folk music played on fiddles and accordions. There's dancing, laughter, and a raw, unfiltered joy that you'd never find in the stuffy lounges of first class. Life here is about community, survival, and the shared dream of a better tomorrow. This stark contrast is the world that James Cameron brought to life so vividly in his masterpiece, Titanic, and at the heart of it, he placed the characters who represent these opposing worlds, Rose DeWitt-Bukater and Jack Dawson. Rose is trapped in the golden cage of first class. She's suffocating under the expectations of her family and her brutish fiancé, Cal Hockley. She has everything money can buy, but she has no freedom. Her life is a performance, a series of polite smiles and empty conversations. She yearns for something real, something more than the cold, calculated world she was born into. And then she meets Jack. Jack is the embodiment of freedom. He is a third-class passenger who won his ticket in a lucky hand of poker just minutes before the ship sailed. He is nothing to his name but a sketchbook full of incredible drawings, and a spirit that can't be contained. He sees the world not as a series of social ladders to climb, but as a vast, beautiful place to be experienced. He represents everything Rose's world is not: passion, authenticity, and living life on your own terms. When these two worlds collide, it's electric. Their first real conversation isn't at a fancy dinner, it's at the stern of the ship, a moment of life and death. Jack doesn't see Rose as an heiress to be courted. He sees a desperate young woman on the edge, and he reaches out to her with simple, human kindness. He talks to her, not at her. He asks her questions. He listens. This is the beginning of their forbidden conversations. Think about the rules they were breaking. In 1912, a woman of Rose's standing would never, ever associate with a man from steerage. It was unthinkable, a scandal of the highest order. Every interaction they have is a rebellion. When Jack teaches Rose to spit like a boy off the side of the ship, it's more than just a funny moment. It is an act of defiance against the rigid etiquette that has choked her for her entire life. He's teaching her to be free. Their conversations are a journey of discovery. Jack opens Rose's eyes to a world she never knew existed. He tells her stories of his travels, of sleeping under bridges, of drawing French girls in Paris. He shows her his art, drawings of real people with real lives and emotions, so different from the posed, lifeless portraits of her own class. He sees the real her, the artist, the passionate woman hiding beneath the cassettes and jewels. He tells her she has a gift, a fire, and encourages her to break free. For the first time, someone sees her soul, not her social status. And in turn, Rose gives Jack a glimpse into a world of art and refinement he has only ever admired from her. distance. But more importantly, she sees him. She doesn't see a gutter rat, as Cal calls him. She sees a talented, sensitive, and incredibly alive human being. Their conversations peel back the layers of class prejudice, revealing the simple, powerful connection between two people. One of the most powerful scenes is the dinner in first class. Jack is invited as a novelty, a curiosity for the rich to observe. They patronize him, asking him about his accommodations in third class with thinly veiled contempt. But Jack, with his quiet dignity and wit, holds his own. He speaks of his life with pride, declaring, "I've got everything I need right here with me. I've got air in my lungs and a few blank sheets of paper." He then makes his famous declaration to make each day count. In that moment, he's not just speaking to Rose, he's challenging the entire value system of the first-class passengers who measure their lives in money and possessions. And the climax of their forbidden connection? The party in third class. When Jack pulls Rose down into the heart of the ship, it's like she's crossing into another dimension. The energy, the chaos, the sheer, unadulterated fun is intoxicating. Here, there are no rules, no judgment. People are dancing, singing, and celebrating life. For Rose, who has only known stiff, formal waltzes, this is a revelation. As she's spun around the room, laughing and breathless, she's not Rose DeWitt Bucater, the fiancée of a steel tycoon. She's just Rose, and she's finally truly alive. This experience solidifies her bond with Jack. It's not just a crush anymore, it's a realization that his world, the world of freedom and passion, is where she truly belongs. The emotional tension is palpable throughout the film. Every stolen glance, every secret meeting on the boat deck is fraught with danger. They are constantly looking over their shoulders, terrified of being discovered by Cal or Rose's mother, Ruth. These two represent the crushing weight of society and status. Cal sees Rose as a possession and investment. Ruth sees her daughter's marriage as a ticket to financial salvation. For them, love is irrelevant. Status is everything. This creates a powerful conflict. Will Rose choose the security and misery of her gilded cage, or the uncertain, yet exhilarating, freedom of a life with Jack? This star-crossed romance feels so real because it's set against a historically accurate backdrop. The meticulous recreation of the ship, from the grand staircase to the boiler rooms, makes the class divide tangible. You can feel the opulence of first class and the cramped, communal living of third class. This isn't just a fantasy, this is how it was. The social rules were real, the prejudice was real. The gulf between the rich and the poor was a chasm that was nearly impossible to cross. Ultimately, the story of Jack and Rose is a story about the power of human connection to transcend artificial boundaries. Their forbidden conversations weren't just about falling in love, they were about finding oneself. Jack gave Rose the courage to live, and Rose gave Jack a love that was worth dying for. Their love story, played out against the backdrop of one of history's greatest tragedies, reminds us that no matter the social rules or expectations, the most valuable things in life, love, freedom, and the courage to be yourself, can't be bought or sold. They can only be found in the genuine, honest, and sometimes forbidden conversations we have with each other. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this deep dive into the world of Titanic, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more content. Let me know in the comments what your favorite Jack and Rose moment is. See you in the next video.